Welcome to Pinball Mayhem. This is Ed with a Berzerk Frenzy update. The cabinets are painted. I just finished painting them. I still need to go in and wash out the roller in the pan. Too many coats of paint. 1 quart would be enough for one cabinet. I have to run and get a second quart of paint. But I ended up doing, I believe, at least 2 coats on everything, and a 3rd coat on each side, and the fronts. Just the areas, the main areas you see, I went over with a 3rd coat. It's a little splotchy looking right now in the video. Once it dries, it should dry much clean, better. I did a, there's the 2 back doors. I did a real thick coat last, so that coat's going to take a little bit to dry. It's going to dry unevenly. And there's the mini doors, or the front doors. So I got back doors. Of course, the slide out tray, which I made, which is hiding behind that back door for ringer, does not get painted. It was not originally painted, so it will remain unfinished. So yeah, right now I'm gonna let these dry for a couple days. My next step is going to be really to start working on the hardware. I want to clean it up, paint it black, clean all the nuts and bolts off. I'll show you a few tricks I do with that. Now this is the side which I had to, one of the sides I had to put that 3/4 inch of wood in across the whole side. So you can see how much nicer it looks, nice and solid. Here's the other side. Now where the filler was full in the crack, I just took my little handsaw and I just cleaned it out a little bit. Now on that cabinet, the bottoms are fine, but there's still these mini nails going across. So I'm going to have to groove it around that and find a way to fit it in. Of course, this is not going to be arcade fit. I also got new nylon feet for the bottom of both of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them dry for a day, probably exactly where they sit, just work on the hardware. I'm not going to agitate anything, give them, they say you should at least give it a week. And who knows, I'd like to get these assembled this weekend. So my goal is to hit it hard with the cleaning up the rest of the hardware, repainting everything that needs to be repainted. I'm going to repaint all the bolt heads, clean off the straps on the inside. All that's going to get cleaned up. And the control panels, I'm not doing anything to. Wiring harnesses, I'll tackle that after everything else is mounted. So I'll get the coin doors cleaned up. Get all the black metal pieces that aren't part of the coin doors attached. Coin doors are just gonna be bolted on as they are for now, pretty sure. And start putting this together. Make it a cabinet. Monitors, I'll clean those up and put those in too. But I'm gonna wait till it dries a little bit, because I mean the monitors are kind of heavy. They're gonna scratch up. Like to clean up the boards, do a little bit of, make sure everything is fine on both those chassis. Get those back in there because they provide support. If I need the nylon feet on, I like to get the front doors on. Kind of make it a solid cabinet. Get all these big pieces laying around here gone. So thank you for watching. I'll have another update tomorrow. Hopefully show you a little bit about how I paint all those bolts and hardware.